there I know. Soon as I can make it my home. Oh, as soon as I can make it my home. As soon as I can make it my thank you.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Duncan Showroom. Yeah, a full house tonight. This is what we like to see. Way to go, Wendy. You made it just in time. There's actually a chair right there, a single chair right there. Well, just for you. No attention on Wendy tonight. Hey, just so you all know, we've got 2 more nights of Hamlet. We've had Hamlet by the Shawnigan Players, directed by Laura Faulkner here for the last 8 shows. We have 2 left, so the stage is all set up differently, but along the way, Lynn Miles and Connie Kaldor both got a hold of me and wanted to do a show, and I just told the theater people that we're just going to go ahead and do it, get your props off to the side. So it's pretty crowded when you walk to the back to use the washroom, and when you come over here to get, of course there's a merch table. Connie wouldn't go anywhere without a merch table. And so anyway, that's what's going to go on with that. We're going to do 5 songs first with Aleksi and a friend of his, and then the whole band's going to join in. Then we're going to take a break, and we'll come back again. Now, there's a few things I want to mention. Someone asked me if I was going to tell a story, and I said yes, I would. Thank you. That's you, sir. Good. I had a chance to chat with my brother. He's my younger brother, but that means I'm going to tell you officially how old I am. He's coming up 60, my younger brother. And as people get older, they start whining a lot about that, right? And he was starting to tell me just how the older he gets, the more he regrets all the people he's lost along the way, right? So being his older brother, I felt compelled to let him know that maybe a career choice of a trail guide wasn't the best choice. Yeah. I had to do this. I also want to do this because Christmas is coming up. Now, 2 things. Morgan Mason, who's been helping out with us and living upstairs for a while and doing some woodwork, is usually out front here with a bunch of breadboards that he's made that are really awesome. So if you get a chance during the day and you're around, especially on Saturdays, it's a great Christmas present. But another Christmas present which you might be able to order, I made these for my children last year. Now, I've been doing leather work for 50-some odd years. I call it designer dead cow. Keeps the vegetarians away, right? So I thought, in my elder years, I should all make them a piece of leather that they could carry around with them and just to commemorate what their dad did, eh? So I made these little cases. Now, when you go to a restaurant, the thing that happens is usually there's this really beautiful sauce that you have to leave behind on the plate. You'd love to lick the plate, but you're in public. And the old lick a finger thing, that doesn't really work. But there's an East Indian restaurant over on James Street, which I was in one day. And there was a guy sitting at the window table with his wife. And I was 2 tables back, and I was facing him. She got up and went to the bathroom. And as soon as she was gone, he picked up his plate and he started licking it. And when he got to the top, just over the top edge, he looked, and I was looking right at him. And I said, thank you. And the reason I said thank you is because I made these for all my kids. Their own baby spatula case. So when they go to restaurants, they don't have to use their fingers. Solving another one of life's little problems that maybe didn't need to be solved, but I like doing that. We're in for a treat tonight. We really are. This is a splendid thing that happens whenever Connie comes to town. I'm just glad so many people are here. And for those that are tuning in tonight, you can still donate. We'll still accept the money. It all goes to Connie. Well, most of it, or some of it. Okay. Send your money in and we'll figure it out. How's that? You guys all ready to get going? Well, here's a little thing I want to tell you. Aleksi's going to come out and do 5 songs to start off, right? And the reason we're doing this is because on March 6th, he's coming back to the Cowichan Valley. He's going to be playing here. So keep that in mind. This weekend, he's going to be up in Cumberland at the Wood Stove Festival. He was actually at the Islands Folk Festival this year and impressed a whole bunch of people. And the family should be very proud of this boy, and they are. So give it up for Aleksi Campagne, please, to start off the night.
Thank you. Man, you should do all my promo. So it's great to be out here. I know y'all came for Connie. You're gonna have to wait a little bit, just a little bit longer. But I'm gonna start with one of her songs, so it'll tide you over a little bit until you get there. If I had wheels like a Chevrolet, I would roll on down that big highway, and I wouldn't stop until I was by your side. If I had wheels, I would ride, ride, ride. What would your mama say if she could see the way we kissed behind the backyard tree? She'd say those boys, they'll love from dusk till dawn. But when the sun comes up, they're up and gone. If wishes were money, oh, I'd buy everything. If hopes were golden, I would wear your ring. If you hadn't gone to where the jobs were good, if you had returned like you said you would. So if I had wheels like a Chevrolet, oh, I would roll on down that big highway, and I wouldn't stop till I was by your side. If I had wheels, I would ride, ride, ride. Love is new, it's a raging fire. You cannot wait to feel your lover's touch. But when love is gone, it's a funeral pyre. You miss them so much. So if I had wheels, oh, like a Chevrolet, oh, I would roll on down that big highway, and I wouldn't stop till I was by your side. If I had wheels, I would ride, ride, ride. If I had wheels, I would ride, ride, ride. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. All right. I'm going to welcome my guitarist here, Zach Bachand. And we're going to do a little celebration song here because I launched my album this year, and my mom launched her 18th album. So, first, 18th, you know, it's a little bit different, but it definitely feels great to be able to come and open for her and play with her, and then, yeah, you know, I mean, it's the best. The island is just the best, so, you know. And so this song is just kind of to, yeah, celebration song. The sky holds its breath as we push back the rain. Fairy lights, table sets, all in white. Pop the champagne. Live like Pepe in his straw chapeau, breaking plates just like Papu would throw. Grab yourself some cake, let's sing along and enjoy the show. And now I get to hold you tight, and somehow I know this will always feel right. So take my hand, I'll give you a spin. If you get the sparklers, I'll get the gin. Ooh. Side as we pack the last fork, close it up one more time, rent the truck. New York, New York. From the top of the world, they're calling your name. We can tough it out and we can play their game. From the shoulders of giants, we can spark a brand new flame. And now we have so much to do, and somehow you and I always pull through. So take my hand, I'll give you a spin. If you get the sparklers, I'll get the gin. Ooh. How could we have known the world would be turned to stone? And how could we have known the world would be turned to stone? Oh. There's a scattered applause as I walk off the stage. One more show lifting amps through the snow for minimum wage. Meet me outside on Saint Denis. Kiss me like you did back on Small Street. A hum in your ear Oh, how you send me. And now I get to hold you tight. And somehow I know this will always feel right. So take my hand, I'll give you a spin if you get the sparklers. Oh, and now I get to hold you tight. And somehow I know this will always be right. So take my hand, I'll give you a spin. If you get the sparklers, I'll get the gin. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Merci. So, I grew up in a bilingual house. My mom sang in English, my dad sang in French, and so I did something a little bit crazy, where I launched an album that's fully bilingual. It has 10 songs in English and then the same 10 songs also in French. So there's like 2 discs, and everything was translated, and I have 2 versions of every song, and I have 2 sets of lyrics to remember, and now I have to choose when I play them live. But it's a lot of fun, you know. I didn't want to have to choose when I think about writing songs, and I didn't, and so. So I'll you know, this next song is about Montreal, and so I'm gonna throw in a bit of French in there, in the mix, and if you want to know what that's about, you can listen to the album, and yeah, it's a song about Montreal, and if you've ever been to Montreal, you might recognize the kind of Montreal apartment with the spiral metal staircase on the outsides. Because you have like snow and winter 6 months of the year, so you want like an outdoor metal spiral staircase to walk up. Makes a lot of sense, and we all love it. And I was touring, I was missing my apartment. So. Now I'm driving with all I hold dear, watching it disappear in my rearview mirror. But I know it won't be long till I get home, till I get home to you. Je dormirai les plus malheureux des sofas. Mais tant qu'il y aura un toit, oh, ça ne me dérangera pas, parce que je sais que tôt ou tard, je reviendrai vers toi, je reviendrai vers toi. And it will be just like Montreal, up the spiral metal stairs away from it all. And we can make our home this way again. But until then, I'll be playing on the smallest stages and bars, and sometimes sleeping in cars. But no matter how long or how far I go, it won't be long till I get home, till I get home to you. À l'heure, sous la pluie, le temps avance comme au ralenti. Par la lueur des réverbères, mon regard perce la nuit austère. Je compte les nuits, tu comptes sur moi, pour un retour sain et sauf dans tes bras. Il ne reste plus que quelques heures avant d'entrelacer nos cœurs. Il ne reste plus que quelques heures avant d'achever cette route de malheur, avant d'entrelacer nos cœurs. And it will be just like Montreal, up the spiral metal stairs away from it all. And we can make our home this way again. But until then, oh, we will be just like Montreal, up the spiral metal stairs away from it all. And we can make our home this way again. But until then, I'll be playing the smallest stages and bars, and sometimes sleeping in cars. But no matter how long or how far I go, it won't be long till I get home, till I get home to you, till I get home to you, till I get home to you. Merci. I see the fires, I see them burning up the hills, and I see the oceans. Another month, another spill, and I see the air getting worse and worse, but still the wheels keep turning. I see the children, anger marching in the streets, and I see the forests being printed as receipts, and I see the rich with politicians in their sheets, and the wheels keep turning. It didn't have to be this way, with the rising shores and the blackened skies. It didn't have to be this way, but you stepped on the gas and you closed your eyes. I won't stand by and keep your big wheels turning. This world may not be wrong, but it sure is burning. See the people, see them look you in the eyes. They're your children, and they're gonna ask you why you saw the signs, but you didn't even try to stop the wheels from turning. It didn't have to be this way, with the rising shores and the blackened skies. It didn't have to be this way, but you stepped on the gas and you closed your eyes. I won't stand by and keep your big wheels turning. This world may not be wrong. Pourquoi le monde s'est rendu là, avec les eaux qui montent et les ciels brumeux? On aurait pu éviter tout ça, mais vous avez fait le plein et fermé les yeux. I won't stand by and keep your big wheels turning. This world may not be wrong, but it sure is burning. Thank you. Merci. Well, got one more song for you before we bring out the big guns. And I'm going to steal the piano for a second. I don't usually have a piano on my tech requirements for my shows. But I wrote this song on the piano, so I'm going to take advantage of this right here. At the risk of competing with Connie, I'm going to sing a piano song about the prairies. You're going to get some more of that later. But I'm going to give you my song. And I wrote this song about my aunt who passed away, and my grandmother also who passed away, and she was 103, when she passed away, and I I had the privilege of being able to go and listen to my album with her because I'd finished recording it and mastering it, and then I went to visit her, and she was still living in her house, in her home, and so I sat in with my uncle and her, and we listened to the whole album, and this was like a ballad about the prairies, and there was a whole orchestral arrangement done with lots of strings, and we finished the whole album, and then my uncle goes, "Oh, what was that song, that rock song with like the electric guitar solo? That was really cool." And I was like, "No, that was actually like a violin, like I put distortion on my violin." And he was like, "Oh man, I have to hear that one again. That's really cool." And my grandmother goes, "No, that one was too loud. Don't play the rock one. Play the prairie one again. That one was really nice." So we listened to the prairie song again, and my uncle listened to it later. But it was great. So yeah. So now I think of her when I sing it. But it's called Prairie Wind. It greets me in the morning sun. One day you're there, the next you are gone, and I wish I could keep you from moving on. I wish I could keep you from moving on. Sky, the colors all change in the setting sun. It's a wide open space I used to adore, but you can't feel the same about me anymore, and I can't stop seeing you walk out that door. No, you can't the same. Sometimes that's just the way. Life can be cloudy and gray, and we can't change the wind. No, we can't change the sky, but we all try, and we can't change the wind. No, we can't change the sky. And your love is a prairie storm. It rips me apart, straight down to my bones, and I'll cover my heart in a stone castle keep, with walls made of memories, 20 years deep, and leave me to wallow, leave me to weep, and I'll cover my heart in a stone castle keep. Maybe tonight I'll be able to sleep, and we can't change the wind. No, we can't change the sky, but we all try, and we can't change the wind. No, we can't change the sky, but we all try. it's a prairie wind. It greets me in the morning sun, and one day you're there, the next you are gone, and I wish I could keep you from moving on. I wish I could keep you from moving on. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. I'm going to call up Connie Kaldor to the stage.
Thank you, Aleksi Campagne.
Hey.
Oh, I love that last song.
Thank you.
Well, it is the album launch tour. We are, I'm launching my album. It's called Keep Going, which is, got some exciting things here. We got lights. It's too dark in this corner. Okay. Let there be light. You got to keep going here. The Duncan Showroom here. I know we have to turn. I've got a new tuner that remembering to turn off. And I'd like to say, since it is "Keep Going" is the name of the album, I'd like to thank the wondrous staff here, the wondrous throbbing hearts that keep this place going. Thank you. Asked in an interview this morning, well, what keeps you going? And thinking, perseverance is not something you ever aim towards. It's not that kind of thing you're looking for. Oh, I think I'll develop my perseverance now. No. You just have to do it. That's it. It's something you try to forget that you have, in fact, perseverance. This song is not for, this is for those moments where you just have to put one foot after the other. Boom. I know a lot of the healthcare people have been going through that during COVID, just like, get up, do it, get her done, get her done. They have an expression in Saskatchewan, give her, just give her. So this is one of those songs, this isn't for that. This is for that, this isn't one of the, you have those people that come up and say, oh, follow your bliss. And you want to plow them. This is the song for that. Follow your blister. That's the better phrase. Live, love, laugh, and you go, man, I can barely make it through number one. So, need a buck and you got a dime. Keep going. You're out of luck, working overtime. Keep going. Seems you're wrong every time you try. Keep going. Road is long and the mountain's high. Keep growing. You hope that tunnel's got light, but it's too dark to tell. at the end of your rope, climb back up there, keep going. 'Cause who wants to stay when you're taking the hit? Get through, get around, or get over it, keep going. You hope that tunnel's got a light, but it's too dark to tell. Remember, if you're going through hell, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Thank you. I got this great note, an email from someone who heard that song just when it was released. It was one of the first singles released. She said, I've been evacuated and I'm just heading back home. This is my theme song. Okay, my life's worthwhile. My life is worthwhile. But this song I learn every time. I love singing this song, but you know, I can really only sing it in BC because it's about the great men of British Columbia. Although there are very few songs out there about men of any kind in British Columbia, but this is one of them. I don't know why, like not enough material or something. I don't know, but I'm
Shots
kidding.
fired.
That's fire. Yeah, that's fire. It came out of me seeing this great scenario. I was at a bus stop somewhere in the mountains. I think Jasper, somewhere in the Rockies, and I stopped. You know, you're sitting there waiting, you know, for people to go to the bathroom and stuff like that. And I was watching this scenario, and this guy drives up. This great-looking guy in this, you know, obviously a Jeep. He's working in the Park Service or something like that. He's got shorts on. He's looking great. He's healthy. The truck is totally covered with mud and all this stuff like that. And then there's this woman who drove up right beside him, and she's like dressed to the nines, and this car is, I don't know, fancy car or something. But she's getting out, filling her, and she's looking at this guy. They're the same age. They're looking at she's looking at him going, oh, you can just see her going, And I was just imagining that, you know, the sparks fly, and that she ends up writing this letter to her mom and dad saying, you know, sorry, Mom, I've decided not to come back to McGill in the med school because I've met someone, and we're living in an off-grid cabin somewhere in the Rockies and working part-time for David Suzuki. But they need a theme song for that. They need a theme song to send to make her parents not cry too much. Well, I don't ask for much in this big old world. Fancy things, they just get in the way. All I want is someone who loves me, holds me close and tells me they will stay. So out where the road goes up the mountain and it stops and you've got to walk a while, there's where that someone is waiting, and everything I need is in his smile. 'Cause he's as warm as the sun on the beaches, he's as cool as a sparkling mountain stream, and he's as sweet as Okanagan peaches. That's my Rocky Mountain dream. I know you all want to sing that Okanagan peaches line. I love singing that line. Come on, you can sing along with it. It's just my favorite line. Now some have a bank, and that's where their heart is. Some hand it out to every stranger passing by. My heart's where the road goes up that mountain, and everything I need is in his smile. 'Cause he's as warm as the sun on the beaches, he's as cool as a sparkling mountain stream, and he's as sweet as Okanagan peaches. That's my Rocky Mountain dream. And late at night, when I'm stuck in a city where I can barely see the stars or the moonshine above, I sit and count the minutes till I know I can leave. Close my eyes and dream of the one I love. 'Cause he's as warm as the sun on the beach.
and peaches. That's my Rocky Mountain dream.
Okay, come on now.
'Cause he's as warm as the sun on the beaches. He's as cool as a sparkling mountain stream. And he's as sweet as Okanagan peaches. That's my Rocky Mountain dream.
I love that.
That's my Rocky Mountain dream.
Well, we're going to kind of go back to the prairies. You know, when you're in a little town and you see those kids that are just full of life and energy and running around, seeing everything, and everybody else looks like they're standing still by them. Those are the... You know, they're just made for other things. So this is about one of them. I was just, you know, because we have a farm in Saskatchewan, so we spend a lot of time going into the little town and stuff. And I just saw this girl. And it just kind of spurred something. Just, you know, like she's just looking for, just wild. She's just wild in the best possible way. Oh, sorry. This part, I love this part. Makes me want to get in a truck. Doesn't it make you want to just get in a truck? Yeah, just like, yeah, fill it up, let's go. Can't you see that truck in that little town? Woo! Woo! She's a wild one. She never walked, she always ran. Climb any tree saying, yes, I can. She's a wild one. No fence in town she couldn't leap. And no promise she made she wouldn't keep. Well, they blamed her for every son that Mama made. But they'd all line up at her mama's door a minute they got paid. She's a wild one. She's a wild one. Whenever racing, folks would shake their heads. She's a wild one. In a town of beige, she was neon red. Oh, she's a wild one. Bought a truck and painted it electric blue. And fast was the only speed she knew. Her mama said, don't worry, make the choices that I've done. I have made my mistakes, but honey, you're not one. You're strong as a prairie storm, as pretty as a sunset sky. And like that hawk overhead, you were made to fly. You're a wild one. Oh, she's a wild one. She's got a smile that goes right to her eye. She's a wild one. Top of the class to everyone's surprise. Oh, she's a wild one. Last day of school, that town was in the rearview mirror. And everyone knew she was never coming back here. Mama said we ever feel shame? 'Cause some folks cannot stand what they cannot tame. And you're strong as a prairie storm, pretty as the sunset sky. Like that hawk overhead, you were made to fly. You're a wild one. You're strong as a prairie storm, pretty as the sunset sky. Like that hawk overhead, you were made to fly. You're a wild one. Beautiful wild one. Thank you. But you know, most of you. I should move this. It's kind of in the way, isn't it? Maybe you should. And I realized I didn't click off my thing. Yeah, I know. Isn't it great to have kids? You worry as a folk singer when you fall in love because it could be the end of your career. Because a great deal of our repertoire is made up of songs of love gone wrong. And it's a well-known fact that the best songs are made by the bad choices. And so you get a little worried, but then I realized, no, I have many friends that are still making inappropriate people as their mates. And it's been the lifesaver for me. Even when it's sometimes hard to watch, I keep thinking, material. If you are prone to making some bad mistakes, we could be the best of friends. Really, is what I'm saying. Someone opened your heart, let the wind blow through, they rattle your bones like a broken fence. Someone opened your heart and let the wind blow through, and it scattered resolve and your common sense. It made a lie of the word true. Someone opened your heart and let the wind blow through. And it's a cold wind bringing snow. It's a wind that reminds you of all you don't know. And you struggle to close it, but there's nothing you can. Someone open your heart and let the wind blow. Someone opened your heart, let the wind blow through. They broke up your bed and they tore up that quilt. Someone opened your heart and let the wind blow through. And they overturned all that they carefully built. And you just let them sin, you had a clue that they would open your heart and let the wind blow through. And it's a cold wind bringing rain. It's a wind that reminds you again and again you liked it at Someone open your, someone open your, and let the wind blow through. Gabriel Campagne.
Thank you.
Well, it's been wonderful to have Aleksi opening for my show. It's just been great. I get to hear his songs every night, which is always fun. But I opened for Stan Rogers when I was starting out my career. My parents were traveling musicians. It was great, all through the States. And there's many things you would really want to do like Stan Rogers. And he's a great voice, he's a wonderful writer and everything. But the thing that I really envied the most was all the sea shanty things. I was told we cruised the seas for American gold, fired no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Paris privateers. And the Mary Ellen Carter, rise again, rise again. She went down in a hurling. Songs of disasters and shipwrecks and pirates and stove off me legs. I mean, they're just so fabulous. And you're from the ocean, you don't want to sing a sea shanty, you just want to get going. You get that flagon and slam it on a table of some low-life bar in Port Renfrew or something. And I don't know what it is about you seafaring types that you want to hear about shipwrecks, but I don't quite get it. But there you go. It's like somebody in Banff wanting to hear about bear maulings or something. I don't know. But they're just fabulous. They're just wonderful, and they sing-alongs, and I always wanted to write sea shanties. But I am from Saskatchewan, which is like the middle of, as far from the ocean as you could possibly get on the entire planet. I'm right there. So even though I am Norwegian and long to get in a longboat and conquer somebody, I can't. I just couldn't pull it off. I just wasn't gonna make it. Saskatchewan. I could sing about crop failures and writing about the combine breaking down isn't just as stirring. It just doesn't work. A fan belt broke and I had to. No, it just does not work. And so I gave up. I gave that little. She said, "Okay, yeah, I know it was sad. It was so sad. But a dream in a folk singer's heart never dies." No, it's there, even though you think it's gone and nothing will happen. And then there I was in Toronto at a folk conference, and I ran into a friend of mine, actually from the island here, who had just been dumped by her husband of 20 years who ran off with an accordion player. Insult to injury, I know. It's just, I know, that's exactly what I said. And I realized there are many kinds of shipwrecks in this world. Not all of them on the ocean. There's pirates that'll scuttle ships anywhere in this world. And that was it. I suddenly realized, okay, Connie, the penny dropped. Yes, this is your chance. Finally, you are going to write a she shanty. Yes. So come on, you women whose hearts have been broken, throw rose petals down at your feet, so you will remember every step forward is better than one in retreat. And come on, you women whose hearts have been broken, I'll feed you on peaches and cream, so you will remember things sweet in season. The rest may look good, but they're not as they seem. And oh, those who treated you badly, they did not deserve your time on this earth. And oh, those who toss you aside must have no idea what you're worth. So come on, you women whose hearts have been broken, I'll pour you a glass of good wine, so you will remember that if you've been crushed, things can get better with time. And come on, you women whose hearts have been broken, come sing songs round the fire, so you will remember that major or minor, solo, duet, you're still part of the choir. And all those who treated you badly, they did not deserve your time on this earth. And all those who tossed you aside must have no idea what you're worth. 'Cause there's shallow and deep, there's crazy and sane, ones you lose, ones you keep, ones that you love in vain. Oh, so nice at the start, it's a throw of the dice in the game of the heart. So come all you women whose hearts have been broken, come gather round all of your friends, so you will remember with each piece of chocolate, some good things last and some come to us. And all those who treated you badly, they did not deserve your time on this earth. And all those who tossed you aside must have no idea what you're worth. And all those who treated you badly, they did not deserve your time on this earth. And all those who tossed you aside must have no idea what you're worth. Yes, 'cause there's shallow and deep, there's crazy and sane, ones you lose, ones you keep, ones that you love in vain. They're oh so nice at the start, it's a throw of the dice in the game of the hearts. So all you women, hearts have been broken. Thank you all for singing along, making this a low-life barn. Thanks for taking a short break. See you soon.
I've been feeling so lost, so many voices in my head. The world keeps telling me how I should be, but I keep being me instead. Habits die hard, yeah. Hey, habits die hard. Old habits die hard, yeah. Old habits die hard. Let's jam a bit. keeps telling me how I should be, but under it all, we are bad. Oh, habits die hard, yeah. Oh, habits die hard, yeah. Oh, habits die hard. Oh, habits die hard. I can't help myself. I can't help myself from being myself. I can't help myself. I can't help myself from being who I am.
I've never done well in the cold. It's not how I was raised. I tend to revel in the fall, but dread December days. But two hands fell into mine, and now I long for winter time. It's too soon to know for sure. It may be premature, but I think I could be happy in his bed, building up a frozen kingdom in our heads. Happy to stay still, wrapped up in his arms, a shelter from the chill. But I know well that I can come on strong, so let's pretend that this is just another winter song. It's just a winter song. Just more rain. I wonder if when I'm away he wants me back again. 'Cause I spend my sleepless nights dreaming of his bedroom eyes. It's too soon to know for sure, this may be premature, but I think I could be happy in his room, wasting time till April showers, flowers bloom. Happy to stay in, giving him my wishes and kisses on his skin. But I know well that I can come on strong, so let's pretend that this is just another winter song. It's just a winter song. Frost won't bite me this time. So deck my heart in sparkling lights, and every breath is better than the last. Now I can't be caught by the ghosts of winter's past, not now that I may have found something to make sense of the suffering. It's too soon to know for sure, but it seems true and pure. So I hope that he is happy in my hands, with idle talk of Christmas time and New Year's plans. Happy to stay here for just another moment to assuage my fears. But I know well that I can come on strong, so let's pretend that this is just another winter song. Oh, I know well that I can come on strong, so let's pretend that this is just another winter song. But it's not just a winter song. Thank you.
or am I struggling against the flow? My heart it calls me with my load. Only sing my song, I must let go. As the night tell me why I'm me. You rise, the tides don't free. Cross the valley wide, cross the valley wide, cross the valley wide. Walk the line for a time. Peaceful now, I must decide. The road is hard, steep and wide. Let go of the burdens, leave them behind. I've walked the line for a time. Cold leaves fall now, I must decide. The road is hard, steep and wide. Let go of the burdens, leave them behind. The Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to your heart. It's time to dance. It's time to dance. Listen to your heartbeat. It's time to dance. It's time to dance. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heartbeat. I got my eyes from my father. Never taught me how to dance with a lover. Oh, pocket full of tales from my grandma. She said, gonna show you how to dance with another. She said, wake up, listen to your heart and wake up, listen to your soul and wake up, listen to your heart and wake up, listen to your heartbeat, listen to your heart. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to your heart. I come running when you call. I come running when you call. I come running when you call. Listen to you, listen to you, listen to you, listen to you, listen to your heartbeat. Grab your lover now. Grab your lover now. Thank you.
I'm building a new home across the county line. I'm building a new home across the county line. Up on a high hill where the view's so fine. Down in the lowlands, water tastes like turpentine. Down in the lowlands.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back for the second part of the show. You having a good time so far? Who wouldn't be having a good time? So just one other thing I was going to tell you about when you think of Christmas presents. I have a few of these left. I'm, as I said, a designer of dead cow. People ask what that is, and I tell them it's a silent wind chime. It's a great gift for your neighbors. Who needs to know at 3 o'clock in the morning if it's windy on their front porch? Again, solving life's little problems that no one needed, the thought that needs to be done. Don't forget, if you can, if you're not going online to find out, we do have some brochures up front. They'll tell you what's coming up. Ray Bonneville's coming up. Just sold 2 tickets right now tonight. That's cool. Pat Temple's here on Sunday night. All sorts of great shows coming out. That's just what we do. And we've been open for 20 years. And if you had the opportunity to watch Global TV last Sunday, and I guess it's still in a bit of rotation, I was on there talking about the showroom, 20 years. That's pretty darn cool. Not many venues have lived without food sales, alcohol sales, but just living on music, right? Making sure that music is the only thing that takes place. So thank you for supporting every time you do come. And to the person who just walked up and threw another $20 in and said, here, thanks for doing what you do. I said, thank you very much. We appreciate that. What are some of the things? Oh, yeah. When we started out, we were at the garage for the first 10 years, right? And I remember when Connie first came, I don't usually, nothing's for sale, and trying to pry something out of me is really difficult. Marie Mulder got one thing. I let her have it, but that sits in her motor home everywhere she goes, so I allow her to have that. And I had this little brass duck with an umbrella, and Connie wanted it, so I said she could have it. You know why? Because she's a folk musician. And you know, one of the finer ones, and you know something that's really neat, because Wendy, who was here last night to see Lynn Miles, brought me in a crossword puzzle book. You know, the real thick kinds, where it's, 75 crosswords. And on page 47, right near the bottom, it said, Lynn, a well acknowledged a Canadian folk singer. And you had to guess the last name, Miles. I thought, well, that's pretty cool. Like, that's, Lynn was pretty impressed that she's, made it to the crosswords. Maybe she can retire. So I had to I figured I'd let Connie know about that. And Connie said, hey, but I'm in the Globe and Mail. She said, been on the crossword in the Globe and Mail. So that's the hierarchy, the height of where you can go as a folk musician in Canada. You don't get much better than that. But what you can get better is the second set. Please, let's get them to the stage. Connie, Kaldor, and company.
Well, the real thing is they think no one will figure it out, which is kind of sad. Really. And that's the sad part. As Garner Rogers says, being a Canadian folk singer means being only slightly better known than someone in the witness protection program. And my friends all sent it to me, cupped it out. I was just so great. And it was a real thrill, I have to say. It was. Well, it is a launch tour, so I'm happy to sing songs that you haven't heard before. I can't take another step without you. I'll just stop here for a while. Let the world go rushing round about me. I'll just stop here for a while. 'Cause what was two is now just one. What was new is now all done. I will gather all my things about me, all the bitter and the sweet. I will gather strength within without you. I will get back on my feet. 'Cause what was two is now just one. Things to do, but I'm undone. I will find a way to live without you. I don't know how, I don't know where. I'll gather all my friends about me. I will get by in their care. 'Cause what was two is one again. Things to another step without you. I'll just stop here for a while. Now, I know there's prairie dogs in the audience. There's all these prairie dogs. I know you came with your little suitcases wrapped in twine. Leaving your snow shovels over the Rogers Pass like the crutches at Lourdes. Oh, somewhere you've got a little curling sweater somewhere. Your name on it, box in your... And I've often thought that someday someone's going to, I know it's going to come. Someone in Hallmark is going to ask me to write the rom-com for the prairies. I just know it's coming. And I've got the plot. I've got it figured out. I've been looking at it for years. I know, and I've got the theme song. Everything got to starts. It'll start with somebody very attractive being dumped. That's how it all happens on the prairies. You're dumped, and then your friends try to cheer you up by inviting you to their wedding. And, of course, they make you the bridesmaid, and I know there are perhaps a few recovering bridesmaids in the audience today. But there's always the same. You're out there, you're in a little town, and, her mother made the bridesmaids' dresses, and they're always some color like fern or prune or peach or moss or something like that. And they're always made of some X-Files kind of fabric, some clingy thing with there's always 3 layers in every bridesmaid's dress. I've seen the photos, even the modern ones, I've seen the photos. There's a silky netting, there's a silky layer that's some kind of X-Files fabric only found in Lazy Boy recliners or something, and then there's a it never stains, but and then there's a kind of a silky or a netting layer somewhere, and then something that comes over the top, a boot or a shawl, a little thing, a vest, a bow, a drag, something, depending on the style, and inevitably it's where puff sleeves have gone to die. Bridesmaids' dresses. And they're still like that. Anyway, but it's important for the Hallmark, and there'll be diagrams that show the importance, the cycle of love and romance, why this has to happen like this, because it's very dry out in the prairies, and it's not just, chance and desperation that brings 2 people together in the prairies. It may seem like that, but it is not. So there she'd be in the little small town, and of course, they'd have the dress. She'd be the bridesmaid because she's from out of town, and she'd have pumps to match the dress. And you'd gather for the wedding dance, of course, the wedding meal and the wedding dance in the town hall. Well, it's either be the Knights of Columbus or the Legion. You can only tell because of the picture at the back of the stage is the Pope or the Queen. Other than that, they're all the same. The stage like this, a family band like this. There'd be the Ukrainian Ladies Pierogi SWAT team in the back creating midnight luncheon. 1,000 pierogies an hour, along with holubchi, and getting those little squares out of the pans that people have come with. And the pans all have a little piece of tape on the bottom with the woman's name on it. Because Darlene would walk out with that squares pan. I just know it if I didn't have my name on it. So this is all part of the background. And so there you are, the lead character's there. Things are going. I think the band is, it's got a fancy name like the Saskatoons, or it'll be a family band. There's no, this is a small enough town that they can't find a DJ. They have to go with the band. And it'll have, of course, the fiddle player, who's fabulous, and the rest of us are just related to that talented person. You know how it is, I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. I'll do what you want me to do. I'm your private dancer, born in the USA. I was born in the USA. Yeah, you got it. You're there. I can see you. I can see you squirming in your seat, you prairie dog, you. A few kind of classic, folk dances of the prairies there.
Folk dance?
Yeah. Paradise with the Prairies. So there you'd be dancing those dances, and the fabric would be rubbing together, and pretty soon in that dry atmosphere, and the electrons would start spurring, kind of spinning around you, and held by the bobby pins in your hairdo, or the underwire in the bra, and you would have a couple of Ryan Cokes, and that would act like a particle accelerator, and you'd reach a critical mass about midnight. You can see that midnight luncheon table, and there's the bridesmaid standing at the end, and you realize that there's a point where you become unbelievably attractive to every bachelor in the hall. And as you're standing by that square section of the midnight luncheon table, and the tsunami of leisure suits starts heading toward, because they're not like that. They're not those bachelors in, like you see on the television. No, these are the guys that drove to the dance in their tractor because they lost their license. They're heading towards you, and you see the tsunami. You don't know if they're coming for you or the sex in a pan in the square section right next to you, but either way, best to just beat a retreat out into the parking lot, and oh, it's getting hot in here, and that's when, of course, that's when, of course, where is Hallmark when I need them? That's, of course, when the strings would start up, and the little, the music would start up, because this is when the moment comes. The band starts playing this kind of waltzy thing, because you're walking towards it. Now the electrons, I would point out, it's a diagram, that the electrons are now pulling you towards the large silver belt buckle at the edge of the parking lot. That happens in every Hallmark one, really. Silver belt buckles. And you find yourself talking to this perfect stranger, because by the end the music, because you realize that the band, and he asks you if you want to waltz by the edge of the parking lot, and you are in this heightened electron state. Maybe you've had a few more Ryan Cokes, and the only thought in your head at this point is snap buttons handy. And the only thought in his head is, man, she must be one of the few people I'm not related to at this point. I gotta be cool, I gotta make my move, I gotta dance well, because if I don't make my move right now, I'll have to wait till September when the new teachers come into town. And that's when the music and the theme starts. You can blame it all on old time tune. Across a field from afar, you can blame it all on that prairie moon, and a night with the sky full of stars. Who needs a dream? Everybody. Those without need to. Love has enough sad little lessons that we must all go through. But tonight you can watch the sun go down, the sky turn to crimson hue. You feel a tug at the strings of your heart, and if that's unfamiliar to you, you can blame it on old time tune. Across a field from afar, you can blame it on that prairie moon, and a night with the sky full of stars. Who needs to love everybody, except those who've lost a few? Nothing can empty the heart so fast as to find that your love's untrue. But whether your heart is empty or full, we all need a night like this. Time to dance, hit of romance, and if you take a chance on a kiss, you can blame it all from afar. You can lay it on that prairie moon. And a night with the sky full of stars. Who wouldn't choose to go back to the night that your heart was a simple tune? Who wouldn't choose to go back to the night that you danced beneath an innocent moon? Across the field from afar, you can blame it all on that prairie moon. And a night with a sky full of stars. Night with a sky full of stars. This is another song from the new album, and you know, sometimes you write songs, you don't know why you're writing them, you just write them because you can't help yourself. But this song has been coming. I've been wanting to sing it more and more, and you know, it's when I look at the news and I see those photos of all the people in crisis and turmoil and trouble and beyond what people should have to deal with and bear, I think. So this song, I like singing it at night because I think it talks to that and makes us be compassionate and think about what some people face every day. Pain and sorrow at your side, and a heart too heavy to carry. You got a small shovel and a hard ground. A lot of troubles to bury. And you can count the minutes, but they are long. You can share your sorrows with an old blues song. They know about troubles and burdens to bear, anyone can end up there. Pain and sorrow at your side, and a heart too heavy to carry. You got a small shovel and hard ground, and a lot of troubles to bury. Sometimes you wish you didn't care, but that's not how you want to live. But disappointment's hard to bear. It's all take and no forgive. Sorrow at your side, and a heart too heavy to carry. You got a small shovel in hard ground, and a lot of troubles to bury. And you know this too shall pass. Despair and hope each have their place, but trouble's got you and it's holding fast, and you have this day to face pain and sorrow at your side, and a heart too heavy to carry. You got a small shovel and hard ground, and a lot of trouble to bury. Thank you. Well, I think I must have been in. My son studied, Aleksi studied jazz with D.D. Lockwood, and then he starts playing with these players. And, you know, I know that Zach looks really cool back with his lap steel bat there and his very attractive shirt, but in fact, he studied jazz at McGill. So.
We try not to hold it against.
We try. No, I'm joking. Anyway, I think I've just been influenced by it all. But maybe I watched. Of course, I'm talking about rom-coms and stuff like that. Maybe I did watch too many of those bad movies during COVID. But you know, there's this song. I kind of imagined that it would be like, okay, you're up, maybe you're up there at the Duncan Showroom tonight, and your eyes meet somebody. And you're not sure, you don't know them, you're not sure what's going to go on, but there's something going on. Anyway, I've just imagined that this would be the theme song for that, kind of behavior. Is this what leads to a kiss? Have I read the signals well? 'Cause it's often hit or miss. Sometimes it's hard to tell. And if I ignore all these signs, will I be remiss? Is this what leads to a kiss? Is this what leads to a kiss? Or is it only in my head? Only coming from one side? Does that look mean walk on by? Or is it welcome to the ride? Is this the moment we'll talk about when we reminisce? Is this what leads to a kiss? Is this what leads to a kiss? Should I get a little close? Put my number in your phone. Between right now and heaven knows, could we find ourselves alone? Because you make my knees melt like that chocolate made by the Swiss. Is this what leads to a kiss? Is this what leads to a kiss? And will that lead to hellos and peeling off clothes, or a kiss on the cheek? Oh God, not one of those. Not one of those. But there's this pause when our eyes meet that lasts a little too long. And that look you gave so sweet to a kiss? Is this what leads to a kiss? Is this what leads to a kiss? Thank you. Sometimes you hear about things, or they happen to people you know, and you just keep saying, why is this still going on? Why is a guitar out of tune in the middle of a folk show? What was I doing in the break? I was just sitting there. I could have been out tuning my guitar like a real professional, but no. Now, I never used to have open tunings, strange tunings, and like a good folk singer, I only had 4 chords. But then I decided I wanted to learn something new. And this was one of the things that made it easy to learn something new, some new picking patterns. But then, of course, I had to use it in my show because I like those songs. I know. I can have pedals too, kind of like in the minor league pedals. I've been influenced. I'm affected by my peer group here. Consummate professional. Times get tough and the anger reigns. It's the woman who pays. Same old story again and again. It's the woman who pays. There's a woman a week dead in Montreal. It's the woman who pays. Last in line of 911 calls. It's the woman who pays. How many angry lives saved? How many kids hiding under their beds? What is the price of that roof over their heads? It's the woman who pays. It's the woman who pays. You can blame it on the drugs and the alcohol. It's the woman who pays. Loss of anger control pushed her through the wall. It's the woman who pays. How many kicks on the kitchen floor, waiting for the cops pounding at the door? How long till he says he won't do it anymore? It's the woman who pays. Have to. And he doesn't like her friends, doesn't like her hair. It's the woman who pays. And when he doesn't like something, then you better beware. It's the woman who pays. How many search so they'll never believe? Just put on your smile and your longer sleeves, and you'll hunt her down and kill her and the kids if she leaves. It's the woman who pays. It's the woman who pays. And she'll have to press charges or they'll let him go. It's the woman who pays. Fear is the bruise that doesn't show. It's the woman who pays. How many hits till he calls a halt? And every time it's all her fault. What is domestic about assault? It's the woman who pays. It's the woman who pays. It's the woman who pays. Thank you. I still need my guitar. Yeah. I love the ferry. We're coming over on the ferry at night. And the moon was out and the sky was clear and there's big stars up above. And I realized that's what sea people have in common with prairie people. Well, you know, you get a chance to look at the universe and stars and stuff like that, because really, it's the only thing going on after 9:30. Yeah, this is an odd song, but I like it nonetheless. My big thrill, of course, was I got to sing this at a benefit for literacy in Victoria once, where Bob McDonald was also there. Just dropping a few names here. I do love anything science. I love all that stuff. I wonder what they're thinking in Andromeda tonight. I wonder if they think like me. They gaze through the stars of Andromeda. Think about their closest galaxy. 'Cause there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand. And the distances between them are more than I can understand. Sometimes I feel light years apart from people when I'm standing in a crowd. And imagination Wonder what they're thinking Andromeda tonight. Wonder if they think like me. They gaze to the stars of Andromeda. Think about their closest galaxy. I'm a tiny soul on a tiny world. If you look at it from space, it goes round and round, all green and blue. Despite the human race, then some can decide at the speed of light that you have nothing to say. And I wonder if there's someone who's just like me out beyond the Milky Way. And I wonder what they're thinking Andromeda tonight. I wonder if they think like me. They gaze to the stars of Andromeda. Think about their closest galaxy. Yes, I wonder what they're thinking in Andromeda tonight. And I wonder if they think like me. Thank you. Another new song from the album. He told you you weren't good enough. It's over and goodbye. Why do you believe that little lie? Your kind of love sticks by through thick and thin, and you had more thin than thick. But you shouldered to his wheel and built your house brick by brick by brick. Do you forget how it was before? The bed springs were shot and the slamming of the door. I wonder when you realize. I wonder when you see. He didn't let you go, he set you free. I know you promised to love forever. Did you forget he promised to? And he broke that promise a few times before he broke up with you. But you pinch your pennies with your fingers to the bone, all that worry in your voice on the telephone. How many bills were piled up at your door? How many dreams that you had weren't there anymore? I wonder when you realize. I wonder when you see. He didn't let you go, he set you free. And you're stronger than you'll ever know. Someday you'll cut your losses, then look at you go. I wonder when you realize. I wonder I realized I haven't really introduced the band here. I should. Getting a bit late in the game, I guess. Over on the far right, Paul Campagne, producer of my albums and co-producer of my children. Zach Bachand from Montreal on the pedal steel and guitars. And of course, Gabriel Campagne on vocals and percussion in the back. Aleksi Campagne, opening act, another son, 2 sons here. We're the real family band. We're just one accordion away from a Legion Hall tour.
Give it up for Connie Kaldor, everyone.
Thank you. And I want to thank the great crew and sound and this place is unique. It's fabulous. Thank you, all of you that support it. And a thanks to also to, we have, people are putting us up. We have family here in the town, and so I just want to thank them for putting us up and feeding us this afternoon and treating us. And if Pierre of the, Snap Tendon is watching us from his home, from home. We're thinking of you, and no more pickleball for you. No more pickleball for you. He said, "Don't mention me." So that's just like raising a red flag.
You don't do that to Connie.
Yeah, you don't do that. No, don't mention me. Wait a minute. What shouldn't I mention? Wait a minute. It's wonderful having family here, and.
I want to take a second as well to mention something. Yeah, that's okay. She doesn't like to mention stuff like albums and all that, but we're doing something new and interesting now. We've started a Patreon service. Now, if you want to become an official patron of Connie Kaldor,
and make me feel like Mozart.
And exactly. You can sign up and you get a little certificate. With her signature on it, but essentially it allows us to digitize a lot of her archives. So she has a lot of old videos, interviews on VHS tape that we've digitized.
Hairstyles you can't believe. Yeah,
incredible stuff. Really, really awesome stuff. And so we kind of post that like once a month, and it starts at $2 a month, and you sign up over there, and then you get a little certificate. Not in frame, but you still get the piece of paper and the signature. But it's just really fun for us to do that and to kind of talk about all the stuff that you have in your
there's just so much
archives.
Stuff there.
So
45 years.
45 years in folk.
This.
Yeah.
45 years.
I can hardly believe it. And some of you I know have been my fans for at least 40 of those. One moment I've been your fan for 43 of those years. Oh my God. Unbelievable. There's only like 3 gigs my first year, so there you go. Anyway, it is great to be here. It's great to have a place that is dedicated to music and art and theater and all of that stuff. These are rare and wondrous places in every community, and I'm just so delighted to be here. And I just can't stop looking at all the weird things that he's collected. And it really makes me wonder what is going on in Duncan if all of those things are in your thrift store. Some of them are definitely of questionable taste. And that's what I think I like about this place, really. There's a wildness underneath. There's a wildness. Anyway. It's been wonderful to sing also with my family, to bring my family along. It's a rare and wondrous thing to just be able to sing together, to play together, to be able to tour. And I thank you for making us sold out for another night. Yes, sold out. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We really appreciate it. And we've got the moon at the back, and we're going to close with an old song, a classic about a waitress in a husky truck stop. I've been doing this for a lot of years. It was written on a napkin. It was long before cell phones and computers, and we used to make jokes about cell phones. That women didn't have cell phones in the early days because they actually got their work done before they left work and didn't have to be calling people on the way home. But it's, a Prairie restaurant. We're not talking Tim's. We're talking the restaurant in the little town that still has Jell-O and beverage with your meal. And a mimeographed sheet with the menu from 1945 that has not changed since then. And it's the social hub of any small town. You can walk in and it'll be old guys sitting there having coffee at 10 in the morning with their hats on. And if you got the job as the waitress in the town, you know it's because you didn't get taken on at the bank or the co-op store. And you don't even have bus service anymore coming through. There's no way out. You gotta earn enough to get a car. But I was looking at this waitress in this truck stop in northern Alberta, and she was watching. At this point, there was still bus service in Alberta, and she was watching the bus leave, and you just know she wanted to get on that bus and go to Edmonton. If you buy her a dream, she'll follow you anywhere, any old drugstore this world might bring. A heart held down by this little town, she's looking to find a bird on a wing, bird on a wing, bird on a wing. She knows in her heart she's destined to fly like a bird on a wing, bird on a wing. She's waiting for you to fly by. She makes a small hole in the frost on the window, and she's looking out past old familiar things. She lets her mind slip, a small change in the napkins. Her heart's looking up for a bird on her wing, bird on a wing, bird on a wing. She knows in her heart she's destined to fly like a bird on a wing, bird on a wing. She's waiting for you to fly by. Aleksi, Campagne, and Zach Basham. I should mention it'll be back in March. Get to hear a whole show. Stacks up the cups, counts out the few tips, but she's humming a tune that a drifter might sing. She gets to thinking she's tired of waiting. Maybe she'll be her own bird on a wing, bird on a wing, bird on a wing. She knows in her heart she's destined to fly like a bird on a wing, bird on a wing. She's waiting for you to fly by. She's waiting for you to fly by. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thanks to Paul, Gabriel, Aleksi, Campagne, and Zach Basham. And thanks to the wonderful Duncan Showroom. Thank you. Thank you. And we forgot one, so I'm really glad you called me back. I know I have this list here, but I don't always read it. So. This is a song that's been with me for a lot of those 45 years. About a little river in southern Saskatchewan. Not a big roaring river making it to the ocean like here, with gravity on its side. It's an old river that winds and twists its way from Wood Mountain Hills to Old Wives Lake. So why rush? But it is the local parking spot in the area. Half of Gravelburg, Saskatchewan probably owes its life to the banks of the Little Wood River. Oh, won't you come with me where the Wood River flows? We'll watch it meander slowly as the sky turns from red to dark. And as that sun goes down, we'll close our arms around each other and tell the dreams that are deep in the heart. 'Cause the heart is bigger than trouble, and the heart is bigger than doubt. But the heart sometimes needs a little help to figure that out. So won't you come with me? The Wood River flows, Little Wood River knows that it goes to nowhere, but it doesn't stop its going. Them willows growing, for all of the lovers showing their hearts to each other there. 'Cause the heart is bigger than trouble, and the heart is bigger than doubt. But the heart sometimes needs a little help to figure that out. Because the heart is bigger than trouble, and the heart is bigger than doubt. But the heart sometimes needs a little help to figure that out. So won't you come with me where the Wood River flows, Little Wood River knows. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, and thanks to my family here, my friends, and of course, thanks to Tina and her friends for putting us up tonight. And thanks to the great Duncan Show Bar. Yeah. Thank you.
If you ask any any girl from the parish around, what pleases her most from her head to toes, she'll say, I'm not sure that it's business of yours, but I do like to waltz with the long drive, for he goes burning down and down Whitewater. That's where the long driver learns to step lightly as burning down and down Whitewater. The long driver's waltz pleases girls completely. When the drive's nearly over, I like to go down and watch all the lads as they work on the river. I know that come evening they'll be in the town, and we all like to waltz with the long driver, for he goes burning down and down Whitewater. That's where the long driver learns to step lightly as burning down and down Whitewater. The long driver's waltz pleases girls completely. To please both my parents, I've had to give away and dance with